What's up, guys? It's your boy Lamar. I'm back at it again with another one. Mental drip. Let's get it. Let's go. Also, man, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Y'all already know what time it is, man. We're trying to let this platform grow. So y'all show love, man. I want you guys to listen to this video right quick. After we listen to the video, we're gonna come back and I'm gonna give my analysis on it. All right, let's go.
Finally, new rule, everybody should be allowed to let themselves go a couple of times a year. Like now. The dog days of summer, school's out, rules out, it's hot, vacation time. No one should have to diet on vacation. And the holidays. That's the other, okay, I'll let myself go time of year. And who can blame us? It's the end of the year. It's structured around feast days. No one should feel bad about opening up the pants after Thanksgiving dinner and doing that thing where you undo the top button and try to hold it together with just the belt. That's all fine. But not all year round. And that's what's kind of happened to America. Letting ourselves go now as an all year round thing. Doing the Thanksgiving pants thing every day. They actually sell a business suit now with drawstring pants. I swear, I saw this in the mall, and I said to the salesman, this is pathetic. It shows how much we've given up. And he said, no, people love it. Of course they love it. You can have a mongoose for lunch and then give that big presentation. There's a disturbing trend going on in America these days, rewriting science to fit ideology or just to fit what you want reality to be. We've gone from fat acceptance to fat celebration. That's new. That is new. To view letting yourself go as a point of pride? We used to at least try and be fit and healthy, and society praised those who succeeded. Now the term body positivity is used to mean I'm perfect.
All right, guys, what's good? It's your boy Lamar. I'm back at it again. You just got through listening to Bill Maher, and I just want to elaborate on some things that he said. First and foremost, I will say I totally agree with him. I would say 99% out of 100. We are, as a country, we are very obese. It's not even it's not even like 10 to 15 pounds. Like, as a nation, I read when they said the average, I even heard when Tiffany Haddish said she has a clothing line and they told her she had to go up 3 sizes, and they said the average for women are size 16, and I'm pretty sure the average for men is probably like a 40 in the waist, probably like a 44, 46. All right, so only reason why I'm speaking up on this, because I'm gonna give my truth. And if you look at my thumbnail, you can clearly see my pudge. And that's the reason why I want to talk about it, because if I want to speak about anybody else, I have to first speak on myself and my truth on it. And back in the day, they used to be honest. They used to be blunt with you. They used to be your grandmother and your aunts, the whole nine. They'll see you and say, hey, I even had one of my aunties told me when I went to my brother's baby shower, like, oh, because she's so used to me being fit and thin for playing ball. And she like, oh, boy, you gonna gain some weight. Even my mom said that. So, and it's not a hurtful thing. I just think that this generation is very soft. This generation, I think that from my grandmother, which she's in her, so from the 70s on up, they was very tough. And my mother is in her 50s. And then she just said, hey, I'm not going to raise my son how I've been raised. And then now it trickled down to how we raise our kids. And now our kids don't even go outside. You can't even talk to them in a passionate or a masculine way that everybody's feelings hurt. You can't disrespect anybody. So in actuality, this whole country to me is just soft, lost, weak, I mean, it's sad. I'm gonna stay on topic, but I had to go there, man, because like this hit close to home. Because first and foremost, I'm gonna just talk about myself. So I played ball, played sports. If anybody know me who's gonna see this, I played ball, played 3, 4 different sports. I played 2 and 3 at the same time. I was always fit, always lifting weights. And then when I got older and stopped playing ball for as knuckleheads do, get kids early, the whole nine. Now you got to grow up. And I messed my knee up playing ball, and I never got it fixed. I was working. I couldn't stop at the time because of things I was trying to accomplish, and I never got my knee fixed. So by me having a knee injury, and then I started driving trucks. Everybody know, anybody who drives trucks, you already know that's an extra 20, 30, 40 pounds easily. And I just started realizing how bad it was for me until I seen a guy my age. Matter of fact, he was like 2 years younger than me. And he was so big that he couldn't even get in the truck. He had a ladder to get on the ladder. He had a ladder to get on the stairway to get in the truck. And then he slipped and fell in the truck, broke his ankle. But he was so big that I ran over there that we couldn't get him up. No, I'm strong. I can get him up, but he was crying so loud and just screaming so loud because of the pain. And you can see his legs, you can see his veins. Just sitting in the truck, your legs, you're not moving, you're not active, you're not eating the proper food. And I was like, I got in that truck. Matter of fact, I could honestly tell you what I had. I had a, oh my God, it was Arby's. I was going in there to get 2 eggs and some oatmeal. And I was like, no, I don't want to stop no more. You on the road, you're eating fast food. I'm going to get into that stuff too. But you're eating fast food, and you guys already know what time it is. And you're sitting there forever in a day. And the moment that you stop driving, you check your truck, then you go to sleep. That's it. You check your truck, you go take a shower and all that stuff, then you go to sleep. So over time, you're gaining so much weight. So I gained so much weight. So I used to be when I was playing football in college, I was 230, 6'5", 230. Now I'm not as active, running around. I easily go to 280, easily. And so I stopped doing a lot of things. And at the time, I think around about 2007, I was modeling. And then now life is happening. I'm trying to manage this stuff and do all this stuff. My life is just happening. And then I gain weight. I'm like, oh my God, I got to do something about this. But then I have like my knee injury that I never got surgery on. And then I had major back spasms. Even when I was in college, I had those. Never can get it fixed. I've tried everything in a day, and I kept popping painkillers and all that stuff. And I was like, no, it's going to mess up my organs. I'm just going to have to deal with it. I don't smoke. I don't drink. So I'm not going to go that route. Everybody was telling me to drink. I mean, everybody was telling me to smoke, but I couldn't smoke because I was driving trucks, and you can't do that. And so I gained the weight, and I was like, man, I don't like the way I feel. I don't like the way I look. I don't like the way when I take off my clothes. I don't like the way I look. So, but I had women who still trying to holler at me. I had women who was telling me that I look good. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. Whatever they were saying to me was going in one ear and out the other. So what I'm saying, all that I said to say this, that being that overweight causes depression, and it's a sign of depression. I know a lot of people say, oh, I love myself and I'm so. No, when you by yourself, you don't like the way you look. I don't care what nobody say, especially for me coming from a super fit. I'm talking about my body type was like 5%, the most 10%. And I'm talking about barely working out and I was still good. So when it comes to obesity in America, it's embarrassing. And you're not going to notice, especially for people who's going to think small-minded and have so many comments to say. I want you to do me a favor, for the people who can afford it. Go outside of the U.S. That's all I'm going to say. Go outside of the U.S. and you're going to realize, man, You're going to realize how bad it is over here in regards to everything. Fast food is killing you. Straight poison. It's poisonous. I'm just going to keep it a buck. Fast food is 100% poisonous. It's nothing natural in there. You're not getting nothing other than you're having your body fight off all this stuff. And meanwhile, while you're eating fast food, you're laying down afterwards. You're not working out. You're not drinking a glass of water to try to help your body digest that stuff. You're just going to bed for the most part. And I know my community, we would eat 2, 3 in the morning. We see a fast food open. We're gonna hit that before we go to bed, or before we go in from the club. I know what time it is. So he spoke about dieting. I don't believe in dieting. Anybody who speaks about dieting know that it's not a such thing as that. It's a lifestyle, and we do not embrace that. We do not embrace health. And I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm not hating. So if anybody want to say I'm hating, it's cool. You feel like you want to argue and talk to me, you want to call, that's cool. But I saw a woman who's, and I'm not harping on the women, but I just gotta keep. That's what I saw. I saw a woman. She's easy 500 pounds, easy. Get about 2,000. I said she had about 20,000 likes. And you see a guy who's fit, in shape, telling you his struggles, and he probably had about 400 likes. We embrace this body positivity so much to where we're not looking at the big picture. Like he said, he made a point. He said, show me a 90-year-old who's fat. You can't. You can't be in America being so stressed out, working every day, ripping and running every day, and eating the way you eat and be in a older. It is not gonna happen. You're gonna have so many complications. Your kid's gonna be taking care of you at that time, and I don't want that for myself. And I'm telling you right now, if you look at me, I got another job now, so I've clearly lost about 15 pounds just yesterday, ripping and running. I changed my job so I can be more active because I sweat very easily, and I'm still at a weight that I don't like. So I'm not working out enough, and it was hard for me to drink water. I'm not a water drinker, so I had to start putting fruits in my water in order to drink it, even though the fruits aren't real. They're GMO. So I had to go to this Spanish guy that I know, and he grows all his food naturally, and I use those and eat those, and you can clearly tell what's good and what's bad. You can clearly tell what's GMO and what's not. So he also spoke about celebrating being fat and fat pride. I never knew about the fat pride thing, so that was new to me. I think we should all embrace each other and love each other, but we should also have that grandmother appeal or that grandfather appeal where they come tap you on your shoulder. Cause I remember my grandma used to talk to me and be like, hey, yeah, your mother's right. I'm not gonna tell her she's right because I wanna make sure, she as my grandmother established the dominance and let you know you can't do him a certain way. But between me and you, hey, you need to get it in order. And we don't have that no more. Everybody is shutting up. Everybody who's super masculine and all these grandparents, we just push them to the side. The moment that our grandparents leave, my grandmother is 74 years old. The moment that her generation leave this earth, this world is done. I don't care what nobody said. We don't have, maybe 10% is like that. Just go-getters, tell you the truth, don't matter what, sparing your feelings. It's not even about your feelings. I believe that we should judge. We live in a no judge zone, judge-free zone. I believe that we should judge. I'm talking about myself first. Yes, I am overweight. I'm telling you first. Before I say something to anybody else, I am overweight. So anybody want to say I'm fat and I'm big, you can look at my thumbnail and you can clearly see that. I'm not running from that. But every day I made a conscious effort every day to get my ass up and go work out, go lift weights. And if I don't do none of that, I'm going to have about 4 or 5 bottles of water. I got fruit and vegetables around me each and every day. Even if I don't eat it, it's right in front of me. To place it in your self-conscious mind to say, hey man, like yesterday, I was on a truck. I didn't want to stop, but I looked over. I had oranges and apples and pears. I just ate those, and I ate 2, and I was done. I had a pear about 20, 30 minutes from each other, and I didn't want to eat no more that day. So it's working. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna keep it going because this video is already very long. He spoke about 17-year-olds and 24-year-olds being so out of shape that they can't even fit the requirements in the military. That's embarrassing. When I was 17 to 24 years old, I was in the best shape of my life. I used to play ball. I want to make it about me, like, oh, this old dude, or I'm not even old, but this guy talking about his past. I'm 38 years old. So from 98 when I was, I'm gonna say 1998 to 2003. That generation of kids, teenagers that I was around, people that I know, we wasn't, your mom and your grandma and your family kicked you out of the house. There's no sitting around. They kicked you out of the house and locked the door and said, you can't come in here until it's 6 o'clock. And if you want some water, the water hose around the corner, and we played ball all day. And when I was 17 to 24, I was playing high school basketball, high school football. I was in track, and then I was playing AAU basketball as well. It was so bad that my mom never saw me, and she told me, hey, you need to quit some of them because I never see you. And I only see you when you get up in the morning, and I'm getting up in the morning. And then when I'm home, you're knocking on the door saying, hey, and you go in your room, you take a shower, and you back to, and I get up before my mom. That's how active I was. And we have just pushed that to the side. And I don't want to be like the past generation where you're in your 80s, 90s, and you walking around with a cane and you got to take this medicine. We all need to change, and we all need to start judging each other again. Hey, bro, I love you, bro. But listen, let me put you to the side. Hey, bro, like you 5'7" and you 300 pounds, bro. That don't work. That don't work. I'm 6'5", 280, and I'm feeling like, dang. It don't work. And we need to be honest with each other and say like, I don't care about, listen, even if I were to cry or be upset or cuss them out about what they just said to me, I needed to hear that. We all need to hear that. But everybody wants to be, oh, don't, why would you say that to her? Why would you say, we need to start judging people. We need to make a movement. Yeah, start judging. We need to judge. Hey, E, you too big, bro. You're right, man. I'm gonna get on that, and I'm gonna let you know. And give me 3 weeks, bro. I'm gonna lose about 10 or 15 pounds, and I'm gonna weigh in a scale on a video, and I'm gonna send it to you. Okay, I appreciate that. Coming from a sincere place, nothing disrespectful or just trying to make you feel bad, but we just gotta be honest, man. It's bad out here, man. It's bad out here. So I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes on this. Oh, he said about 50 years ago, it didn't look like this. And he's absolutely right. 50 years ago, everybody, dang near everybody, I probably say about 5 to 10% of Americans was overweight. And most of them were the grandparents, not because they were overweight. It just wasn't that active. And they was a little healthy, a little big. And let me crush this as well. People always say I'm big boned. You're not. We don't have big bones. All our skeletal frame is the same. You just got more weight on you. That's all. That is it. So we just need to embrace that. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate. Especially from my community. So let me go ahead and put that out there too. So I used to model from 2007 until about I I say 8 months ago. So I started modeling. I'll tell you guys that I was working so much, so I was in and out, and my career was really good. And then I really I took a hiatus, and then I came back I left about 2012, 13, 14, up in that range. And then I came back strong 2017, 2018. And right along when I came back, I was like, oh my God, I want to get back in shape to be a model. But at that time, body positivity, what they call it, plus size and big and tall was really out there. And I was like, oh man, dang, I fit that. I look better than him. His body is I'm not gonna say way worse, but his body don't look like mine. So I got into it. I done really well. I got on Full Figure Fashion Week in New York. Shout out to Full Figure Fashion Week. That was amazing. I had an amazing time around a lot of beautiful people. But that's, it's body positivity, just everybody in different sizes, shapes, and all that. But before that, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna say I was depressed, but I just didn't feel right about myself. And it took that me going to Atlanta, going to that tryout or whatever you want to call it, going to that and her liking me and my runway walk and my headshots and everything. And when they emailed me and let me know I made it, it gave me a sense of hope. And I was like, it was cool. I felt good about myself. But in the back of my mind, I was still like, nah, this isn't me. I don't like this person that I see right now. That's not me. And I looked at my photos back then, and I didn't like that. A lot of people have died from low self-esteem, depression, the whole nine. But like, we got to do better as a community. And I'm saying for myself, and we need to start with just telling each other the truth, being honest. Say, bro, you overweight, sweetheart, sis, you're overweight. Can we change that? And a lot of people are physically lazy and mentally lazy, and we like to blame it that we don't have any time. And we do have a lot of time. We just need to manage that time correctly and get up and work out, eat healthy, stay away from fast food because it's not healthy for you. None of that stuff is healthy for you. Even some vegan food isn't healthy for you because they're using the same processes. They still frying the same food. They still frying the food. Unless you go raw vegan, you will be okay. Or you just eat fruits and vegetables and smoothie, which I'm trying to do. I'm trying to stay just fruits, vegetables, and smoothies, water, things of that nature, nuts, grains, things of that nature. Because back then, I only can speak for me and the people that I know, my community back then, as African, quote unquote African Americans, we didn't eat like that. It was fruits, vegetables, nuts, grains. That's it. And we're eating to make ourselves feel happy. We're eating just cause. We're eating because we got a new promotion. We're eating because, girl, let's go out to eat. Let me tell you what he did to me. Recreation. Back then, we used to eat just to fuel your body. That's it. And we don't eat according to the sun. You're supposed to eat around about 12 o'clock. And if you want to eat again, your last meal should be before 6 o'clock. And we feel like we have to eat 5 and 6 different meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner. No, you need to, your body, when your body is sleeping, is going through a detox. And when the sun is at its highest, which is at 12 o'clock, that's when you need to eat. And then you need to burn that off while you're working out, walking, at work. You got a physical job, or you on the computer. When you take your 30 minutes, go walk around and come back. And if you feel like you want to eat again, in between that, nuts, berries, smoothies. And then at night at 6 o'clock, then you have another meal. And by the time you go to bed, you should have burned at least half of that off. But we are just, I'm all over the place, man, because this is very touchy for me. And I when I saw that video, I was like, I had to say something about it. I'm all over the place, but I had to say something about it. So I just want to say, man, I appreciate y'all for listening. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm cool with it. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you disagree, I understand and I appreciate it. If not, we just got to be honest, man. I'm sorry. I have to be honest. So if you don't like it, it's cool. You got a problem with me. I know a lot of my modeling community is going to be like, what are you talking about? Boy, you were just modeling all of us and you was doing all this stuff with us. Now you're saying it's cool. If you feel like you disagree with me, cool. But I got to be honest, man. So for me, we look very bad as a country and we can't even help each. I'm not even going to the conspiracy stuff, but I feel like that's the plan that they want us to be that way. It's easy to take over any and everything when you're out of shape. And it's probably like 10 to 15% of us in this country that's really in shape. That's sad. I have 9 billion. Well, it's probably like 6 billion here. Yeah, it's probably 6 billion here. Anyways, man, so I'm out, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It's your boy Lamar. I am out. I love y'all, man. For real, this coming from a sincere place. I talked about myself first before I say anything about anyone else. This is all in love, and I appreciate you guys. Y'all have a blessed day. I'm out. You.